Hey, it's Lenny from Cardcast, and I am excited to do this oddball entry to help Scott out with his t-shirt business, and also just, I don't know, just kind of contribute the oddball stuff that I kind of get in deals and stuff like that. So right now I'm wearing a shirt that my buddy gave me a couple years ago. It's an '89 Flair Bill Ripken Air. I face I'm seeing the thing here. Where's the bat knob? Yeah, there it is. We get you thrown off. And so this came out back in around 89 or 90. It's definitely older, definitely vintage. I don't think I have the original tag on it, but my buddy that does this, he's Northland Vintage on Instagram, and he does what I do in cards. Like, he goes out and he just finds stuff. So a lot of vintage shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. So pretty interesting to see. But anyways, we're going to spin this around and let's get to some oddball. Okay, so first we have a Journal American. I believe these are from 1954. We got a Bob Kuzawa. I've had a bunch of these. These are like little schedules, and you also, if you collected them all, you could have gotten I guess like a cash prize or something like that. And I've had many Dodgers and Yankees and New York Giants over the years, and I just think they're cool. I love the paper, the paper stock on them, and I kind of like the story behind it. And they're all serial numbered. Obviously, there's a lot of these that went out, but overall, I think it's pretty cool. Next on the menu is, well, these are pretty cool. These are 1978 Burger King. These are, if you're familiar with with their regular rookie cards, all three of these guys have 4-player rookie cards, and it's just nice to see like the solo shot. And I will say that over the years, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago, that you could have bought this set for not a lot of money, and now it's really climbed up because I think people really enjoy, these rookie year images on top stock, rookie cards. So I would absolutely call these rookie cards. They're great. And while we're talking about food, this just came in. I just happen to have these. I mean, they'll probably go out in a lot order, but we have some Slim Jim football. These are from, I believe, 70. Actually, I'm not sure what year these are from, but I believe they're from 74, 75 or something like that. Might be a little bit earlier than that, but Paul Krause. There wasn't any big names in here, and they're pretty hammered, but I figured, I haven't seen these in a little while, so I just figured, I mean, that one's really crushed, but I just think it's cool. And while we're still on food, Burger Chefs. So obviously, like, we see these discs. I see these discs quite often, but I rarely see the Burger Chefs. You got Hall of Famer Dave Parker there. And what's cool about them is they just have it's almost like you get non-sport and sport mixed in the same thing. So you got Miss Fanburger over here, Burgerilla for, who's that? That's Duffy Dyer. Then you get a regular chef. Who's this guy? This is Burgerini. So, I think there's a Yaz in here. Yeah, there's Dewey, Dwight Evans. This is, Fangburger's daughter. So, I don't know. I just think this was really cool. And it's like one of those things when you're out buying stuff, like here's a pretty mashed up Yastrzemski, but cool nonetheless. And you get the Burger Chef. So, I just think these are cool. And so we got these. And then going to some TCMA stuff. Here is a Dick Poll on the Beavers. So if you're into funny names or funny teams, I think this kind of hits both points, because we're all giggling like we're 12 years old. And I just think this is pretty cool. These actually sell for a lot of money on eBay. When I say a lot of money, I mean like $75, $65. I've sold a couple of these in the past. This I thought was pretty cool. For all you Mattingly fans out there, here's a Don Mattingly business card, and it's definitely mid-80s, I would think. I mean, the print on here is definitely old, and yeah, pretty cool. Speaking of business cards, we gotta throw in the Sammy Thunder Transagram here, mint condition, although it's nicely centered. It's a little fatter over this border than that border, but we gotta like that. So shout out to Sammy, doing a great job, doing all the things that you're doing. And got a couple. Well, speaking of Sammy, these just came in. I think these are really interesting, and I think they came from a like an 8x10 panel, or like a oversized panel. But these are, I don't even know what they are, but I know they're old. The paper stock is old, and it's like a thicker cardboard stock. But here you got Seaver, Ryan, J.C. Martin. You got Tommy Agee. Who's that? It's kind of blurry over there, so this is just my eyes. Duffy Dyer, Don Clendenin, and Ed Charles. So, but I just think these are really cool, and I'm just going to pull out there's no writing on the back or anything, and you can tell they're definitely hand cut. But it's got a thick stock. It's a little stained, but look at the images. These older images of these guys is pretty cool. So I think it was like either a yearbook thing or a panel, but pretty cool that it was like cut down into like almost like a triple, card size thing. And let's see. So we'll just tuck these back. And what else? We've got, we're going to jump back. This is a pocket schedule from 1945, but this is a very beautiful schedule for the Cardinals and the Browns from 1945. Features Harry Carey and Gabby Street. And it opens up, and you can just kind of, see what we got going on here. The paper's really old. It's definitely original. This was the last one I have out of all those, I thought. And anyways, so here's a standard issue Topps card, but it's called like a, what is this called? Like a multi-stamped color variation. And this was the year that Doc Ellis pitched the LSD. So it's got that very wonky look. And this is like, I love this card. I'm not going to sell this. This is a cool card. And I just think the story behind it's pretty cool. It's like, yeah, I'm not on LSD, you are. So with that no hitter, I have these. These are kind of interesting. These are the blister pack panels. I bought a deal a long time ago, and there was a whole stack of these. And if you email me at cardcast@gmail.com, just with your address, I'll throw one of these in a holder and a stamp, and I'll just send them to you. I have, about 30 of them, so I don't even know if I'm going to get that many requests, but I'll send out as many as I can. They do sell for $5 to $10 on eBay. So basically, it was a long cardboard panel, and this was part of that panel, and you see it was cut down, and there would be like 3 sections that had they looked like almost like cello packs, and they would stick 25 cards in each section, so you get 75 cards per pack in these blister packs, if you didn't know. And this is like, there's no number here, so it's just, I kind of like the different photo. It's like just having different photos, just like the 78 Topps Burger Kings. Just having those different photos are pretty cool, of the guys. So I just think that's neat. And while we're on that 88 Donruss theme, this really caught my eye. I mean, I've had these before. They're kind of common, but that Dave Parker, his regular 88 Donruss, he's on the Reds. So, and as you see here, it says updated for 88 trades. So, which means they also, I think they have a Walt Weiss in here too. So let's just take a look. So they have the standard issue cards, like we all recognize that McGuire, right? I think the Bob Welch might be a different card. So I think he came on that year. Got some Hall of Famers there. Canseco standard. Dave Parker's definitely different because he was on the Reds and then got traded, or at least was updated later on. Let's see. There's the Walt Weiss, right? So he's in the 88 Donruss, the rookies, but that's like a standard looking 88 Donruss card. I think that's really cool. And they have the backs too. And they even threw in a Musial puzzle that's in there. So as they should, because Musial stand the man. He was the man. Anyways, yeah. So the Puckets, I have them. Yeah. Like I said, there's no, I'll just put them in a stamp envelope and just they'll go to you guys. So let's see. Here's an early 70s A's magnet, rubber magnets. These are pretty cool. I have one of the Padres too. It's pretty wild. This I just picked up at the Philly show. This is a Reds pennant. I paid $20 for it, and I don't know exactly what year it is. I've asked around a little bit, but that logo is cool. And then this is the last thing I'm going to show. It's different. It's a patch. It's an early 70s patch. The guy that I got this from, he lives in Connecticut, and he lived in Pittsburgh, grew up Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Pirates fan, had a lot of oddball stuff, had a team signed, you know, it's like a 1971 team signed Pirates ball with a Clemente that was probably like a 3 or 4 out of 10. It was my first Clemente autograph I ever bought, but he had ticket stubs and just all sorts of odds and ends. And this thing is so cool. You know, the fabric is cool, and it's just so vintagey, and you don't really see that Pirates logo often. Now, I'm going to spin this back around. As far as trying to win those awesome transograms that Sammy is offering, if my name gets picked, I'd just like to pay it forward and just send those to the next guy, or somebody that maybe put something in the comments. Maybe this is a sponsored video for somebody that can't do the videos, so I'd really like for that to be the case. I love those cards, but you know, I probably will come across some in a collection at some point. So have a great evening, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch up with you next time.